Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here. Welcome to the final part 70 of my Let's Play of Crash, Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex. I got the part name right, and today, in similar fashion to my other LPs, I have the final part, which is now ritual, or very commonly with Nintendo Gen 64.
Yes, we've done me in the final part for like 40 Winks, Ape Escape, Lilo and Stitch, and now this, I think. And the Land Before Time racing adventure.
Oh yeah, that game. Land Before Time's had a bit of a resurgence among the community, I'd have to say.
Yeah, bringing the old days back, and I'm doing another Land Before Time LP. But anyway, you're in Crunch Time, aren't you? Which
yes,
is
we are.
And it hasn't changed at all, has it?
Yeah, it's not like those bosses where like they make it a bit more difficult because, you know, they want to like you going back to it, so there's an incentive to make the boss more difficult. They've pretty much they've untouched this. Yeah,
they do the boss. They do the same thing in Crash 3 where you fight Cortex again and he's exactly the same.
Oh, do you have to fight? Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Okay, so that's one thing they copied without thinking, like without any innovation. They really should have made a second phase. That would have been a smart, cool idea.
What done like what they did with the Sorceress in Spyro 3 and like made a slightly different boss fight.
Oh yeah, but even that's kind of shit as well. Like,
yeah, I know, but they're a similar concept where they decided to make a different boss fight with the same character.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, it's good that they tried to do something different rather than the same boss, because I hate both Sorceress bosses. But, you know, I think that this was kind of it's an anticlimactic ending. And as I was saying in the previous part, the level Force of Nature or whatever, that has got to be one of the worst final levels in any video game. I hate it. I'm still raging about it now, days later.
It's such a letdown.
Fuck that level. Try getting the gem on that. I dare you.
Why do you play as Coco in the final level anyway?
It's just bullshit.
Like,
it's fucking bullshit.
It is. I mean, they should have had like a nice throwback to like Crash 2 or something, like a jungle platformer level as the.
Now that would have been cool.
I would have enjoyed having like a throwback or something as the final.
Sort of.
Or maybe like they should have put the Stormy Ascent as it.
Oh my god. They didn't really know about it then. We didn't even know about it till like 2009-ish.
Yeah. So have you beaten the final boss yet?
Here we go. Final hit. And boom, die Cortex, motherfucker. There we go.
Serves it.
Alright, so we'll shut the fuck up now. Ready?
Hey, that's another thing they did similar in this way. Cortex falls off like a podium or something, and you actually have to physically hit him. Yeah, exactly.
Can't you ever let me win? What do you want from me, you creature? No, Uga Uga, I can explain. It's too late for that now! I don't think you should have done that.
Oh, no. Where am I? Hey, wait a second. That annoying scientist doesn't have control over me anymore. Where is that pathetic twerp?
There's no time for that now, Crunch.
Danger. Critical power overload in Evil Space Station. Run for your lives.
I think your energy bolt caused a slight chain reaction. It might be wise if we made our way to the escape pods. This is all your fault! If you hadn't ducked out of the way, none of this would have happened!
This doesn't look good.
Hey! Any of you guys need a ride?
Crash, Coco, Aku, I'm grateful to all of you. If it weren't for you, I'd still be under the control of Dr. Cortex. Thank you for believing in me, guys.
You're welcome, Crunch. Hey, do you think that's the last we'll see of Dr. Cortex and Uka Uka?
I'd like to believe that, my children. But somehow, I doubt that very much.
Idiot! Fool! Nincompoop! You've landed us in the middle of nowhere! Ouch! Whoa! No, wait! I can explain! Ah! I'll get my revenge, Crash Bandicoot! Just you wait!
Anyway, there we go. That's Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex.
It's funny how they call it an evil space station. I find that funny.
Yeah, I don't see any evil in that space station. You know,
no, but
there's no purple. Actually, oh, there is, but whatever. Continue.
Yeah, well, what do they say? Explosion in reactor in evil space station. Like, Cortex physically implemented a voiceover thing that would tell him when there would be an explosion, and he purposely made it refer to the space station as evil space station.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's typical of them to create a button that is capable of destroying themselves.
Well,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
like,
I know.
Self-destruct button activated. Why would you make a voiceover for that? You know what I mean? But
it wouldn't have happened if Cortex hadn't have not ducked out of the way and got himself purposely killed. That's if Cortex got himself killed by Uka Uka's laser beam thing, then this whole thing wouldn't have happened.
yeah, exactly. And there's Kevin, there's Debbie Berry or whatever. You know what's funny? The voice actor of Coco and Jimmy Neutron. She was actually at Adelaide's Comic Con a few weeks ago. My friend Joker's 1011 went there. I was so devastated I didn't go because I would have met her and I would have brought my copy of Crash Wrath of Cortex and been like, I bet you don't get approached about this very often. You know what I mean? Because like, who approaches her about Coco Bandicoot?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Something interesting about her, though, actually, is that she, I think, reprises the role all the way up until I think she still does the role in Mind of Mutants. If I'm not mistaken.
She's like the number one. She's like pretty much the voice of Coco. She's not like one of those people that like changed the voice. Like she's pretty much stayed.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
She had a different voice in Crash 2, and that was it.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
And that was kind of like an annoying sort of. Oh, look, Soichiro. Oh.
Not Sochi.
Yeah, I'm sorry, there's only one Sochi in the world, and that's Sochi Terada. Sochi. Okay, so now we're going to the Japanese voice actors. Oh, theme song lyrics. Toro Okada and Banana Ice. Okay.
Something really awesome about this, actually, is that I don't know if you've spoken about this, but Mark Hamill, the guy who plays Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, the voice of the Pyro.
Yeah, that is absolutely awesome.
That is, I love that. When I found that out as a kid, I like jizzed.
As a kid, all right, we're not even gonna go there. Okay.
As a kid, I jizzed.
And with that, I seem to have lost control of my controller. So what we're going to do is that is the end of the LP. We're standing in front of the load and save screen. That is it. That is Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. It took over a year to do, and hopefully, through all the technical difficulties, including in the final fucking part, hopefully you will. Hopefully enjoyed the LP. Hopefully you followed it through when I started on like March 7 or whatever what that was, 2011.
I know I did.
I'm glad you did, Angus. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the LP. I will say this. Now that it's over, it kind of gives me a lot more freedom now. I don't have to have this lingering in the back of my LPing queue, so to speak. So it means I can move on to more things. Won't do a Crash game. Probably another 2 LPs. No, because there's so many Crash games I want to do.
What Crash game are you going to do in 2 LPs?
Most likely CTR.
What? You've already done that?
I mean CNK.
Oh, yeah. I was going to do CTR.
No, CTR I may actually LP in Japanese. Only because that game, I actually want to talk in it rather than do a walkthrough. Like, I love CTR. Anyway,
you want to monetize your CNK LP.
Oh, yeah. Alright, there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the LP. Have a good one.
Bye.